Boise, Idaho. It's the Utah State Aggies and the Boise State Broncos. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Well, today is some history for Utah State. After bouncing around to a few different leagues in the last few years, they have finally found a home. The Aggies are into the Pac-12, and they are excited to show their high level of football and showcase what they've got for the rest of the country. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Boise State's offense will have the first possession of the game. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, man. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been...
Snags it, and he's open. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Broncos can really attack on this second and short. Looking for a man. It's Madsen. Oh, look, Ma, one hand.
I'll tell you what, this receiver's not that tall, but because of that one-handed catch, he just showed you a massive catch radius. Wow.
And the Broncos will snap it on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Riley. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Keeps it on the bootleg. On the run, fires downfield. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch.
And this is the kind of quarterback I want to build my offense around. I mean, guys that can scoot, extend plays. It makes the offensive line better, wide receivers better when you can do things like this and get completions down the field.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
When you have scrambling quarterbacks, you got to have a spot. You got to have somebody in the middle of the field. Everybody's playing coverage, but that guy's job is to focus on the quarterback and make sure he doesn't scramble and make big plays like this with his feet.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front seven, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass, it's Madsen. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Broncos!
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Utah State's offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack.
And there was times during the week when we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week. And we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses, and talking to the coaches, they are extremely worried about.
Yeah, the D coordinator in this game told us he just hasn't slept much this week, knowing how fast this guy is and just how he can score any given play. And they've got to do a really good job in this one communicating, understanding where he is, but making sure there is at least one safety playing deep, because you know this guy is going to get his opportunities deep down the field.
He's got it down the middle. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Boise State ready to send out that offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt him. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Gonna run it. It's Riley. Stopped at the 44 after a 5-yard gain.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Riley. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play. Following that last play, we have a Bronco that is slow to get up. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Looking for a man. It's Madsen. Bringing the heat. And it's a sack.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front 4 to get the job done on 3rd down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
Boots' first of the day away. Was called on 4 times in the victory last week. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Running inside, it's Jacobs. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Tight end now in motion. Looking for space. It's Riley. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big...
Looking for a huge play. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Back to pass, it's Madsen. They'll run the screen. Turning it on! They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure it to first down.
Defense is about learning the plays. Third down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
It's complete. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Broncos are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And as he throws, intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Takes it the other way. The 20. He's at the 10. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Aggies! Looking for the tie with the extra point. That's one of those plays you put a highlighter beside it, can really swing a game.
100%. There's a couple plays a game where you go back and you're looking like, man, that changed the whole outcome. What an unbelievable play by the defense, not just to get the turnover, to score the points off of it.
That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second.
Number 19 sets to kick this one away.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And so the Boise State offense comes out to go to work. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and
oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Dropping back, it's Madsen. He'll try to do it himself. Looks as if we have an injured player for the Aggies on the field. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker. And the Broncos with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The lone back's got it. Might have a chance. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. Powers through the defender. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
And I tell you what, no secret on this drive. This offense, they're not trying to maintain balance. They're trying to line up and just dot you right in the eyes. 4 straight runs, get the first down, and really starting to play physical.
Oh, they're after him. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. This one will be a 43-yard field goal attempt from the left hash. It is perfect. that field goal, they now have the lead.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
The Aggies offense will have another go at it. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Back to throw, it's Hillstead. Snagged in the middle, it's Robinson. And with that last grab coming up just short of the sticks, plenty of options here on second and short. Got it behind the line, it's Garcia. Across the 45. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Utah State up-tempo.
Man, that is exactly how you execute an RPO. Like, quick read, get the ball out of your hand, get it to your receiver in space really quickly, on target, and you can make big plays. They made that RPO look so smooth and so effortless.
Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
They'll go right back to him. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so...
Could be an alley. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Here's a heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Looking for more room. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
What an interception. He's dangerous because not only can he catch the ball and pluck it out of the air, but he's hard to bring down, too. This is a guy that I think can play offense for a lot of programs around the country, and he showed you his open field running there.
Going for it all. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Give to the back. Got enough for the first. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. They're going to ride this running back. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the fourth quarter.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
Looking to pass. It's Hillstead. And they'll miss the connection here on third down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Catches it at the 15. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first. Makes the catch, and he's free. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
How many ways can and I get it to my guys who can fly, who are playmakers, and let them make big plays. This is another one you've seen. Catch the football, flip it ahead really quickly, get it to a burner, go in full speed across the formation. He gets the edge, makes the big play.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Looking to the end zone. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Grabbed behind the line. It's Robinson. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. Takes it on the return. There he goes. Open it up. Touchdown Broncos. Special teams coming through, the third aspect of the game, delivering big time. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And that is one of the biggest plays of that young man's football life. The true freshman taking the punt to the house. If I'm the head coach and I watch that, I'm now trying to find ways to get this guy on the field offensively because he's got some special ability.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start.
False start of offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. Off the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking downfield is Hillstead. With the catch, it's Jacobs. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. He's going to fire deep. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. This quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Riley. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Makes the grab, it's Bates. Offense on the move. A big play there, gets it to the 30.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Being chased. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. And now the Broncos call their first of 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Looking to throw, it's Madsen. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Broncos! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paulie, but I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Here's the pressure. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Maybe some room here. Oh, the quick spin move. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Utah State comes to the line with a 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Finds his big tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. The short hands, it's Garcia. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Looking to throw, it's Hillstead. Fires quickly. Shakes off the defender. Got enough space. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Aggies!
Last 4 minutes of the first half, first 4 minutes of the second half. That is a time window that oftentimes determines games, and you're seeing it potentially happen here. It was critical the offense was able to go down, drive the field, and score a touchdown here late in the first half, knowing they get the ball back first in the second half. And if they go out right away in the second half and good things happen, this game takes on a completely different feel.
And the Broncos will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Holly Rowe right there in the middle of it on the sideline. Holly, what are you hearing about this injury?
Guys, I caught up with the Aggies head coach at the half. Their running back has sustained a lot of hits in that first half. He did a terrific job rushing for more than 50 yards. He has been so strong at the point of attack, but he is starting to absorb some blows. You can see it in his body, a lot of bruising, some abrasions. I'll keep you posted on how he continues to work through all of this contact. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. How about the pursuit from the defense on this play to run him out of bounds short of the sticks?
Get to the football. That is your job. Listen, we play defense, Reese, because we're not very smart, okay? See ball, get ball. Nice job seeing the football thrown to the running back in the flats. Go get him. He runs out of room, runs out of bounds.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. To the air, it's Madsen. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
And this defense did exactly what they wanted to do. You force the passing situations. Now what do? Now you can drop back, play pass. And when the quarterback scrambles, now I just rally to the football, I tackle him on the ground, and I force the 4th down.
Has to get there to move the sticks. And he will not get there. How about this defense stopping that run short? Running backs on either side of the quarterback.
Here we go. Ready. 1, 2, 3, ready, go.
Out of the chute. Quick toss to the right. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers. And that was a nice second down run and setting up 3rd and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, the ground game.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Might as well stick with him. Jukes his way for more. Finding some room. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. This Utah State offense has it going. Nice move to keep running.
And if I'm a QB, I'm calling my own number a lot, especially when it's successful like this. Continue to put me in good situations, continue to get positive chunks of yards. Yep, I'll keep that more.
Looking for a crease, it's Jacobs. To the 15. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Utah State.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Utah State, 21.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes the Broncos offense to start the drive. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
They'll move the wide receiver. Jet sweep to the edge. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Brings up second down.
So now it's 2nd and long. The running back has it. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Unleashes one. Complete to the left. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. The Broncos peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air, and now back to the line. On the run, it's Riley. Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
Looking to throw, it's Madsen. Fires to the tight end. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
Offense is stopped.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Getting deep in the 3rd quarter here. Clock stopped with 1.5 minutes to go. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. Boise State ready to send out that offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Looking for a gap, it's Riley. And they not only knocked him down behind the line, they also put him back under the century mark for the day.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front, and good job being physical by that D-line too.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Buying some time as he moves left. The short hands, it's Ford. And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the third quarter. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work in the final period of this one. The run inside. It's Riley. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Bates. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense. They're taking it.
Makes the grab. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got to lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Dropping back, it's Madsen. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
Well, the offense has tried to throw the football twice now in goal-to-go situations. They haven't come up with anything positive. You know the windows get a lot smaller down here. This is going to be a very tough play on 3rd down trying to generate a touchdown.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Guys, here on the Utah State sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. And he's knocked down.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. He's got it. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play.
Got a little grass. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. And the Aggies lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down, we're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
The give to the back. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. 5 yards away from another third down conversion on this drive. They're already 2 for 2. There he goes. Just what they'd hoped for on third down, as they've got a first at the 32. Utah State up-tempo.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you
just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. They've got some serious work to do to keep that last one from messing up this drive. 2nd and 19.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on.
Catch and stride inside the 15. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Aggies go back to work after moving the chains through the air. To throw, it's Hillstead. He's got him in the flat. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. That's the sophomore running back there taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback Keith. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Looking for the score. It's broken up and almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Pocket breaking down. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
And the sense of urgency has got to go up now for the defense, right? You just failed on 4th down. You're trailing just under 3 minutes to go. What can the defense do? Can you create a turnover? Can you at least get a quick 3 and out to give yourselves a chance to win?
They're backed up. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Creates a little room. Makes it past the marker. Off to the races to the right. Inside the 50. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Boise State. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. With that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
Looks as if they'll go for 2 with the subtlety of a sledgehammer with all these big guys. Dropping back, it's Madsen. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
Utah State, 21.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Utah State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives. Trying to burn this defensive back. Makes a deep grab. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. And the Aggies want to move quickly.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
Almost had the pick there. Would have been his 2nd of the game. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run. When they're going between the tackles, this defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Trying to impose their will with the run. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him
maybe a crease. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.